Hello and welcome to my book Digital Story. Today, I will review the book that I have chosen. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Sharifa Shamila binti Jamali. The book that I have chosen, the title is The Journey to the Center of the Earth. The author is Jules Verne. The book has 183 pages. The Journey to the Center of the Earth is an adventure novel that tells us about the journey of a geology professor with his nephew to find out what is in the center of the Earth. The story begins in the Hartwig house in Hamburg, Germany, with Professor Otto Hartwig handed an all-runic manuscript to his nephew Alex for Alex to study the contents of the manuscript because the writing of the manuscript is incomprehensible because of the use of old language. While reviewing the manuscript, Hartwig and his nephew Alex find a coded note written in runic script along with the name of Icelandic alchemist Árni Sigurðsson, who claims to have discovered a passage to the center of the earth via Snæfell in Iceland in the day of last June. Professor Hartwig with his nephew Alex went to Iceland aboard a yacht. On their way to a place where there was a mountain, and they docked there, where it was characterized as tall in the letter they found. On their way up the mountain, they found someone there is Hans Bijek, who is Danish-speaking Icelander, added down Hunter as their guide, and then the three travelers descending into the crater. They explore all the way through the crater. After taking a wrong turn, they run out of water and Alex becomes separated from the others and is lost several miles from them. Fortunately, the strange acoustic phenomena allow him to communicate with them a few miles away, and they soon meet again. They begin their journey again until they find the sea, where it is a mineral of the surrounding rocks. There, they found a rock long ago and they climbed it. While on the water, they see several prehistoric creatures such as a giant Dictyosaurus which fight with a Plesiosaurus and wings. A lightning storm again threatened to destroy the raft and its passenger, but instead throws them onto the coastline. This part of the coast, Alex discovers is alive with prehistoric plant and animal life forms, including giant insects and a herd of mastodons. They continue to explore the sea and look for the exit marked by Sigurðsson. However, all the roads they find are blocked by the rocks, so the professor proposes to blow the stone with a gun, and then they run away, and as they're refleeing, the cracked hole suddenly spews out very fast water and led them up to the top of the volcanic tunnel. After spending hours at lightning speed with water, they end up in a huge volcano core full of water and magma. The rushing water brought them up through stinging heat and released to the surface from the side halls of the stratovolcano. When they regain consciousness, they discover that they have been ejected from Stromboli, a volcanic island located in southern Italy. After that, they plan to return to Hamburg. After they return to Hamburg, people were shocked by the presence of Professor and Alex as they thought they were dead. At the end, Professor Hartwig is hailed as the one of the great scientists of history, whilst Alex marries his sweetheart, Robin, that is the son of a Professor Hartwig, and Hans eventually returns to his peaceful life in Iceland. Alex and Professor Hartwig realized why their compass was behaving strangely. After their journey on the raft, they realized that the needle was pointing the wrong way after being struck by an electric fireball. which nearly destroyed the wooden raft. Time for review book. This novel is very interesting that tells about the journey of a Professor Hardwick with his nephew Alex to explore what is in the center of the earth. The main characters of this novel are the three travelers. There is Professor Hardwick, Alex, and Hans Bijek. In my opinion, I like Alex's character because he is respect and support what his uncle do, though at first he was afraid to follow his uncle to journey to the center of the earth, and at last he was proud of his uncle who had proven what he had previously said was true. I love this book because it tells of amazing adventure and discoveries in the center of the earth. My favorite part of the story is when Professor and Alex discover many discoveries in the center of the earth, such as dinosaurs and giant insects. The part of the story that is less popular is that many scientists and professors do not believe the words of the Professor Hardwick and laugh at him. I highly recommend this book to those who love adventure, who love to learn and know new things, and who always wonder what was in the center of the earth. This book is suitable for every age. Okay, that's all from my digital storyboard. Thank you for watching.